Welcome back to All Things Considered. Well, all conversations are considered tea.
We're going to be giving you our opinions on all things alleged in these streets.
I'm Marco. This is Aramis. So let's get into it. So in today's episode, child, we are going to be talking about Miss Ari Fletcher, the Don.
Yes. Let's give our flowers to Mr. Don.
Yeah.
Although people say, she's not really much of a celebrity, we will say that she has made a really big influence on the community. Mm-hmm. I will say that with the status that she's been given, she has done a lot with it. She has her own following in which she can be very influential to, whether it be positive or negative. A lot of rapper baby mamas just be rapper baby mamas and sit around and soak up the child support. Mm-hmm. She is not one of them. We will say that she does make her own money. But with all that being said,
with all that responsibility,
her attitude lately has just been kind of like, it just seems to be her downfall. And let's just not say she's falling or like reaching rock bottom anytime soon.
Because she clearly made $200K in 8 days.
So she says on Twitter. We're just saying that lately in social media world, she hasn't been highly favored due to her attitude and due to the way she responds to things. And we feel that this can potentially lead to a potential downfall. This is how things work, So we just want to kind of highlight these things that we've been seeing in the media, get into her Fenty deal, and other things that we've been noticing.
Alright guys, so first things first, let's talk about the most recent thing that happened to her. Well, I guess it's not the most recent thing, is it? And I guess everybody at home knows by now that she lost that deal with Fenty and Rihanna. As soon as she got on live, no, it wasn't a live, she got on that podcast and she pretty much talked about, DV and disrespected DV victims.
She was joking,
but
it was a really bad joke.
It was in poor taste, very poor taste, and she's paying the consequences of it. She lost this deal with Fenty. She's nowhere to be found on Rihanna's website, and I think that it's very clear that that was the first thing to happen. It was going to be the first thing to happen because look at who's at the top of that billion-dollar company.
Right. Let's talk about why she lost that deal and why it was so important that somebody like Rihanna was the person to drop her.
But somebody like Rihanna, before we even get into that, gave you a rapper's baby mama who does not have a specific talent, is not a celebrity. She is an influencer, and that's no shade to influencers because we're influencers as well. You get what I'm saying? But, and I have a couple talents, I ain't even gonna go there. You get what I'm saying? We're not known for that. We're known for this. She's known for what she's known for. And somebody of that stature gave you the chance to pretty much be a woman of empowerment and come in and say, be sexy, be you, be free. And be more than just what people see you or perceive you to be. And you laughed in her face. You laughed in the faces of... I don't get it. I don't get it.
I think that it was very unfortunate for somebody like Ari to lose the Fenty deal. I think that, regardless of her intentions, it was really insensitive. And even though I personally feel like I can see what her intentions were, the excuse of using like, oh, she's a young woman or she's this, she ain't that young, y'all. And how young is too young? Like, she knows better. She has a child, like, that she is teaching things. It's not a baby. She has a child.
Even if you were a teenager, though,
she knows better. And it's just like certain things. It's just, I'm not gonna say don't joke about because I can't guard conversations. And just what me and my homegirls joke about may be considered too far for some other group of girls. So I'm not gonna tell you to keep the jokes at a minimum, I'm gonna just tell you to keep them in the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them with the girls that are gonna understand that. Keep them with the girls that's not gonna look at you like, what you mean by that? Keep that with the girls that you won't have to explain yourself to, because now you have to explain yourself to the world. And let's get into that. Because when she had the chance to explain herself to the world, she gave us her ass to kiss. Mm-hmm. That, I feel, is when Rihanna said, okay, I'm done. I feel like
there's no change in no
Rihanna is a homegirl too.
Mm-hmm.
She got a group chat too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Rihanna jokes about DV at all, but I think that she got her jokes.
And she knows the time and the place.
And she understands that maybe she misspoke, you know. Maybe later she go make up for this. Maybe later she's going to organically realize that was stupid. I shouldn't have said that. Let me give her, a day or two. And she blew it. She blew it when she gave us her ass to kiss online by telling us that she did not care about our past trauma. She did not care about our DV experiences. That this was about her and Moneybag. And honestly, I ain't mad at Rihanna for taking her deal. I'm not.
I'm surprised she ain't lost more deals.
Okay? Because I feel like people that have had like higher statues
has lost more
in less
behind
time.
Less, yeah.
Yes, in less time.
Behind allegations.
Yes, behind things that were alleged, not even real. She can no lie talk about I don't care. Girl, your deal should be dropping like flies, but according to her, she made $200,000 8 days into the new year, so
good for her, but all money and good money. And
I'm still rooting for her, but at the same time, it's just like that attitude without we still ain't see no apology. It's just like you ain't learned. You not learning. And I'm really worried about her.
Let's just be real and let's take the ideologic, perspective out of it. The whole looking at her as, a celebrity and influencer or whatever. Let's take that off. She's a person, right? Let's look at her as a person. She recently, I don't know if she tweeted or said it on live or however she communicated it, but she said that, all the haters and the people talking about her, that just paid her Chanel bill,
I saw that.
I feel like it's two things we need to consider here. One, she does not care. You get what I'm saying? Like, because we're empathetic, we've been through things, it's easier for us to care. You get what I'm saying? We would never go about doing certain things certain ways because we've been there or we know somebody or whatever the situation is prevents us from being that irate. And the second thing is, you know what I'm saying? It really isn't going to stop anything for her. Because there's always going to be somebody that's going to support it.
That's really sad, but true.
It's not going to stop anything.
Like, compared to Drea, who has a year later come out to apologize and ask Rihanna for her Fenty deal back, I don't even think Rihanna responded, but it was still like the difference in the type of woman.
Humility, yeah.
The difference in the type of woman. I don't think we'll ever get that from Ari. And like you said, she really doesn't care. Like, she doesn't care. And it's really sad. Like we said, we're not saying she's on a downfall. We're not saying she's on the way. We just saying that if she was, this is the start. Like, this whole, like, I don't care about nothing attitude.
It's a defense mechanism. Let's be clear.
But it's like, yes, things should be worked out in therapy, but when we on the main stage dealing with main celebrities and main money and main sponsorships, main brands, I'm not trying to hear about what you should be discussing in therapy and what you're using as defense mechanisms. That's what you need to be working out in your own time. That's what you as a woman need to sit down and buckle down and handle so that you can handle sponsorships and everything else. It is not my job as Rihanna or Fenty or anybody else with a brand that gives a damn about Ari Fletcher to sit down and listen to how you talk to and about my company or about things that could disturb my company and say, oh, it's just a defense mechanism. I don't care. I have a business to run. Mm-hmm. You as a woman should get that defense mechanism touched, looked at by a therapist. It's not my responsibility as a brand, and that is why she got clipped the way she did. And I am shocked, like he said earlier, that she wasn't clipped from like it wasn't just like a downfall. We've seen DaVinci literally get clipped from every festival just for one little joke. So I mean, and he's a real celebrity. He's an artist. He's an actual celebrity. She's the baby mother of a celebrity and lost one deal so far.
That we know of. I'm sure she's lost little smaller deals, but according to her, she's made $200,000 already. So whatever. But Vivica A. Fox kind of touched on this topic earlier in the week when she said that Ari isn't much of a celebrity and she's more of an influencer, and this is exactly how you can tell the difference, because a celebrity would never get the chance to go live and redeem themselves and then turn around and give us their ass to kiss. You know, like a celebrity has things to lose, and that Fenty deal would have meant everything to a celebrity, millionaire or not. To be honest, the Fenty deal would have made her the celebrity. Deals like that give her that verification, that notoriety. You know what I'm saying? But the behavior, the mindset behind it will always keep her where she is. Vying for clout, vying for attention, vying for verification or for a pat on the back from people who, you know what I'm saying, you're never going to talk to, meet in your life. You get what I'm saying? Like, from these fans of yours that don't pay your bills directly. Like, yeah, people might go out and buy the products that you support, and you know, but if you don't have any of these deals, then what? And yeah, you could say investments or
and
whatever.
It's us making her famous.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
she not coming out and performing for us.
Besides,
she coming out and hosting other people's performances. It's us that hyped that up. Speaking of us hyping her up, she was just paid $16,500 to promote a small lash company, and is now being blasted on social media because she was supposed to do 3 posts and only made 2 of them, right? $16,500 for 3 lash posts. We did that. We did that. It's so crazy to me. That's why this girl doesn't care. She does not care because we keep paying her Chanel bills. If you want stuff like this to stop, if you want to stop seeing stuff like this, stop supporting them. You have to stop supporting them. Literally. We are the same people that she calling broke every other day. The same people that she don't want praying for her. You know, in that other tweet,
she took me out.
It's the same people supporting her enough to provide for her. Stop supporting this girl and we won't see this girl no more. That goes for all the Instagram influencers. Start supporting the real celebrities out here that have things to lose, that won't disappoint you by giving you their ass to kiss when they had a chance to redeem themselves.
And when start supporting people with real raw talent that's trying to get out there and trying to make a name for themselves, they're not really worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like Summer Walker, you get what I'm saying? She come with her issues, whole nother video, whatever. But that is somebody with real unadulterated talent. You get what I'm saying? That has made a name for herself, that has began a career for herself, and yes, she's somebody's baby mama, but the narrative might have began the same, but the outcome is different. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, even when
I feel like they both created lanes
for themselves,
far as what you can do, and I feel like Ari has done well in her position. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say she played it wrong. I'm just saying now you overstep it. Now you kind of got these celebrity friends and feel like you are one of them, and you're not. Just because you sit at the table with us does not make you one of us. It's like what I'm saying. Like, you're not one of them. You just eat with them, but you're not one of them. they would never do anything like that. And they would never be so disrespectful about it.
Yeah.
They would never move so carelessly about it. Even if it was the lowest check that came in monthly, they still would never be so
insensitive
about that. They would never do that. Because that's what Vivica Fox was getting at. Mm-hmm. That's the difference between her and the people that she sit at the table with. They need to start, I don't know, you can't sit with us.
Mm-hmm. Period. Because at a certain point you think that money is coming in and these people are following, and the social media of it all goes to your head. I wonder what she did for them 4 days when Instagram was down. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do people like that really do? Are you really real in the real world? Like, who are you? Like, show us the real you. And that's why I say I feel like all of it, the temper tantrums, the going off on lives, the telling people that, you know, I can't remember what it was about that party she threw and talking about it's $100 for all her friends to get in or whatever, and if you can't afford it, don't come,
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just feel like all of that is just a cry for help. It's a scream for help.
What the mentality is with always calling somebody broke. Like, what's up with that?
But see, you listen. It's just. It reminds me so much of the football players and the jocks and, you know, the popular guys that always pick on the gay guy, and then 10 years later,
the gay guy inbox.
Here they go. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about the message that just came to my phone.
Anyways, we're gonna wrap this up, y'all.
But it's the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? You put so much time and negative energy into putting other people down, and it just shows what you are insecure about. It shows what you stay up thinking about. You get what I'm saying? Like, you might be making you might have made $200,000 in 8 days, but girl,
I felt that. But listen, why did she feel the need to tell us that, though?
But how much of that is tied up and you owe in debt?
Why did you feel the need to tell us that? That's what we're not gonna talk about.
That's what we're not gonna talk about, right?
You felt the need to report that
to make others
to make us feel to remind us that I might have lost 50, but girl, I ain't losing sleep. And that's really sad. Mm-hmm. That's really sad. It really is sad. And it's also sad that we are the ones.
It be them same girls that might make, and I'm not saying she one of them, take it how you feel if you are, honestly. It be them same girls that be making big bank or whatever, but can't keep no bank. Can't save worth a damn, don't have shit of their own. Not always dependent on a man running behind somebody to motherfucking make things work. It's not giving independent. It's giving I need help, mental help. I need a hug. I need somebody to validate me and make me feel like I can do it. That's what it's giving me. And I don't mean that to be funny. I don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, to be taken lightly. It really is giving me like I'm crying for help. Like somebody with some money, come give me a hug. That's what it's giving. Don't pray for me if you broke, but I still need somebody to pray for me. That's what it's giving.
Don't
honestly
pray for me if you broke.
Like it's gonna make a difference.
Like, girl,
you never know. And let me say this real quick. We probably just gonna wrap this up. You never know who is gonna save your life one day. Never know. And now look at you somewhere.
She for sure will never.
And now is she gonna be somewhere dead? Looked over, passed over because your blessing was somebody broke. The person that needed to pray for you, the person that knew God around you for real was somebody broke. There's somebody who had a prayer closet and can get up in there and make something happen, was somebody that, you know what I'm saying, you never know who's going to save your life one day.
It's amazing to me that she still has a following so thick.
It doesn't amaze me. It's probably a lot of teenagers and young people easily influenced. It's a lot of adults too.
A lot of grown people, black women that just want to be like her so bad, but her attitude is just so nasty. It's just like, girl, was she even sitting next to you though?
I thought she was gonna bring up a certain somebody who wants to be BBL shit just like her, but we're not gonna go there.
Anyway, so
I'm gonna cut that part out.
Yeah,
we know her
anyway,
personally.
So that was a great episode of All Things Considered.
And was, guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned. I might not cut that shit out. I might just leave it. Anyways, it's good to see you guys again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on your favorite social medias. All of our links are down in the description box below. Until next time, guys. Bye. All right. That was good. Okay. What you said? What you said? Snuck from the bag? Okay.
From the side hoe. I'm about to have some Mac hoe.
And we done.